What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today I just want to talk about how one simple stupid mistake cost me $572. Yeah, that's right. One simple stupid mistake that you could make right now. So you gotta make sure to watch along so you don't make the same mistake. So to tell you what happened, I had a meeting booked with a client for a website. I was gonna send him out an invitation. He gave me his Gmail, and I sent him like a Gmail invitation request, some weird stuff. I don't know how that works. Anyways, I went ahead and sent him a Gmail meet request. But the one thing that I didn't notice that ended up costing me the $572 is the fact that on many of these calendar platforms, they actually show the first day of the week as Sunday. And I'm gonna put something up on the screen here so you can visualize what it is that I'm meaning. But basically, usually if you're on a calendar, the leftmost day is always Monday, right? But on Google Calendar, it was Sunday. And so because of my 20 years of using a computer and never having seen that before, I mistakenly clicked on Sunday 8 p.m. instead of Monday 8 p.m. And that is the dumbest thing I've done fucking all day. And you have to make sure that you don't go ahead and do this. So what I made sure to do to make sure that I don't ever lose $572 again in the same way, what I learned first of all is business owners are incredibly high standard. This is actually the most important part of the video. Business owners are incredibly high standard. If you make a time mistake, especially time, business owners, entrepreneurs are extremely time sensitive. So if you waste a business owner's time, you might as well slap them in the face, right? That's where I learned like immediately because I was like, oh, well, we had told on the messages that it was Monday and you had mistakenly, no, you sent the wrong date on the invitation. Meeting is canceled. There's no, oh, we'll just rebook. No, meeting is canceled because I pissed him off wasting his time. And I understand that because if you're wasting somebody's time, you only have so much time on this earth, right? The next thing that would have made sure that I didn't lose that $572 is that whenever you're using another platform or another service, you have to make sure that you are aware of all of the rules of that service. So let's say that you're walking down the street and you're just walking and there's a traffic light, you cross the road and you almost get ran over by a car and they start honking at you. You're like, what the fuck is going on? So what happened in that situation is he was on a street where his whole 20 years of his life, red means go and green means stop. So he had walked out because he wasn't familiar with the rules of that street. And what's important with this, with anything that when you're using something new, is that you are familiar with the rules of the streets, okay? Not just in real life, but also if you're using any software, if you're using any new platform, if you're using a fucking new car, like where something could be different that could mess you up and you don't get it yet. You have to make sure that you know the rules. Otherwise, you're gonna get burned like I just did and lost $572. Luckily, I was able to learn this early in my entrepreneurial journey so that it doesn't cost me $1 billion, right? This could have been $1 billion loss, but I was lucky it's only $572. But I think all points were important, but I think this is the most important point is that I could have said, fuck this shit. The guy's a dickhead. It's his fault. It's Google's fault. But no, I'm accountable. I'm accountable for my own actions. I didn't blame this on anyone else but myself, right? Because this is my own fault. I should have checked properly. I should have been familiar with the streets of Google, right? And so you have to be as accountable that anything that happens in your life is your fault, the good and the bad. Usually, you want to take away from the bad. It's what you want to analyze the most. Obviously, you want to analyze on the wins. What could you have done better? But the bad is like so obvious. But actually, I gotta start analyzing more on the good because you have to stay accountable. If you're not accountable for yourself, you take power away from yourself, and you take a lot of important learning away from yourself. Because I just learned two very very important lessons because I didn't blame it on anyone else but myself. Because I should have done, if I wanted that, I should have done something different to make sure that I didn't not show up on time. to make sure I did not show up on time. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you learned something new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Marcus out.